Get started.
Good morning and welcome to another meeting of Sattvic Toastmasters Club for Healthy Living. I am Toastmaster Parinitha, the Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. The mission of Toastmasters Club is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self confidence and personal growth. In order to have a smooth meeting, here are some ground rules. Speakers are requested to refrain from making any reference to politics, sex, or religion in their speeches. Please put yourself on mute when not speaking. Don't interrupt while someone is speaking. Please put your mobile's electronic device on mute. Be attentive throughout the meeting. Medical declaration. This context, the video description, links, and comments cannot and does not contain medical health advice. The medical health information is provided for general information and educational purpose only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Accordingly, before taking any action based upon such information, we encourage to consult with the appropriate professional. We do not provide any kind of health medical advice. The use of reliance of any information contained in this concept is a social solely at your own risk. With this, I announce that meeting is open. Without any further delay, let me hand over the baton to the presiding officer Vikram. Let's have a great meeting.
Thank you so much, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Parinitha, for that lovely introduction. And good morning and welcome to everyone to the Sattvic Toastmasters Club meeting. And today is a lovely day, March 1st, a Sunday. And I'm glad that all of you are here and working towards your self development. So, as Parinitha mentioned, the mission of Sattvic Club is to promote healthy living. We at Sattvic consciously meet every single week to promote the same concept. So, we discuss topics around healthy living like meditation, medicine, and different types of life coaching topics, healing topics. So, there are a number of topics which we take as theme and we invite keynote speakers every time it's possible and so that they enlighten us. In the same lines, today also we have a keynote session, a lovely keynote session on past life regression, and we have a lovely keynote speaker who is just joining the meeting, and he's going to enlighten us with that concept of past life regression, how important it is to know how our life has evolved over time. So, without further ado, I would like to invite the guests who have joined this meeting before we go and start our keynote session. So, we have few guests here. I have guest Prashanti. Hi, Prashanti. Would you like to just give a few words about yourself and include the club in which you are part of, if you're a Toastmaster?
Okay. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Toastmasters and my dear guest. I'm from All Women Entrepreneur uh, Club, and myself, I'm Prashanti, and I'm a handwriting teacher and a mandala artist. I'm basically from Bangalore. Over to you, Toastmaster Vikram. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Prashanti. And you said you're from Entrepreneurs Club, right?
Woman
Toastmasters.
entrepreneurs. Yes,
Woman
yes, yes.
Entrepreneur. I now remember I was part of your club meeting once as well. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
I
Mhm.
just recently I just joined Vikram. Yeah.
Yes. All right. All right. Thank you so much, Prashanti, for making it up for on a Sunday morning and working towards your self development. I really appreciate your time spent. So please stay till the end and enjoy this meeting. And next, let's welcome Mahadaka Abhiram, who is a regular guest to our club. Hi, Abhiram. Would you like to introduce yourself? Abhiram, if you're talking, you're on mute. All right. So I think Abhiram is yet not on audio or he's has some difficulties. So while he fixes that, let me hand over the podium back to our Toastmaster of the day, who is none other than an entrepreneur, a swimmer, a 5 a.m. waker who wakes up at 5 a.m. and he has lot many things to say about him, but he is also an author. He's also a passionate Toastmaster and he's a role model for many of us here. So let's put our hands together and welcome our Toastmaster of the day, who is Toastmaster JK Arora.
You, Toastmaster Vikram, for wonderful introduction. So good morning, good evening, whichever part of the world you are, fellow Toastmaster and esteemed guest. So let me ask you something. Have you ever met someone for the first time and felt, I know this person from somewhere? Or have you ever feared something without knowing why? Or you have visited a place and felt, I've seen this before. It is not a coincidence, it is a memory, or it is something deeper. So, before we explore the fascinating question, are we just a body with one lifetime or soul with many chapters? Before we expand the session on past life regression therapy, let me introduce today our tag team who will help us to explore our meeting more better. So today our GE is none other than Toastmaster Vikram. So please introduce your tag team, please.
Yes, the G for today is a little change in this plan, sir. So it's the Gauri.
Okay, it's fine. So maybe Gauri ma'am, you can rename yourself.
Sure. I'll rename her as.
Yeah. So please introduce the tag team.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arora ji. A very good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. On a Sunday morning, we are here to learn something new, to take back some great inputs from today's meeting. So, to help you with your learning, we believe in giving proper feedback. So, right from the start till the end of the meeting, to give a proper feedback, I have my own team, which is tag team. So, now I'll take this privilege to introduce my tag team. First, the timer for today's meeting is Toastmaster Aniket. So, Toastmaster Aniket, will you please introduce your role? Over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Gauri. So I am the timer for today's meeting. So my role will be to time the various speeches, table topics, and evaluations. Among the prepared speeches section, the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes for most of the speeches. At 5 minutes, I will show the green card, and at 6 minutes, I will show the yellow card. 7 minutes, I will show the red card. There is a 30-second grace period of on the both the upper and lower side. So the speaker have to speak for 4 minutes 30 seconds to 7 minutes 30 seconds in order to qualify for the voting. If there is any time change for particular speech, then that will be told before the meeting. Secondly, table topics. So the time limit for table topics is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show the green card. At 1.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. At 2 minutes, I will show the red card. There 30-second grace on the only the upper end. So the time limit is 1 minute to 2 minutes 30 seconds. Next is the evaluations. The time limit will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show the green card. 2.5 minutes, I will show the yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I will show the red card. And there is 30-second grace of both the upper and lower end. So the time limit is 1 minute 30 seconds to 3 minutes 30 seconds. Also, let me show the cards for reference. Yeah, so like this, I will be sharing the cards. Yeah. Yeah, so I will present my report at the end of the meetings. So yeah, over to Toastmaster Gauri.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for explaining your timer role. Next, when you speak, the way you speak, the words that you use create a huge impact. So, to help you with your filler words, which we subconsciously or unconsciously use, we have our R counter. Now, I would like to hand over the stage to our counter, Toastmaster Vikram, to introduce his role.
Thank you, Gauri. So there is a slight change. The R counter for today would be Toastmaster Ashutosh, and I'll play the grammarian role.
Okay. So, sorry for that. So now I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster,
Ashutosh.
Toastmaster Ashutosh for the R counter role.
Yes. Yeah. Good morning, my dear friends, Toastmasters, and guests. So, this is Ashutosh, and today I'm going to play the role of our counter. Now, why is this role important? Is whenever we are speaking, we maybe consciously or unconsciously, we try to use filler words like so, maybe, and we keep on repeating a few words which will impact the fluency and also diverts attention of the audience. So to ensure that we are limiting our filler words, I'll be taking note of each and every filler word and giving the report at the end of the meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashutosh, for explaining your counter role. When we speak, the vocabulary that we use and the sentences that we make also matters the most. So, to help you with your grammar, we have our grammarian for the today. So, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Vikram to explain his grammarian role.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Gauri. Greetings, my dear Toastmasters and guests. I am very pleased to be your grammarian and the word master for this meeting. So, what is this grammarian? I'll be an English teacher for this meeting, so where I will be watching the usages of your grammar. I'll be paying a close attention to the good use of English as well as some areas where we can improve on the grammatical side. And then I will also provide suggestions for your improvements. At the end of the meeting, I'll give you my report on any misuses of language as well as any outstanding uses. Apart from playing the role of a grammarian, I'll also be the word master for today. As a word master, I will be introducing the word and the idiom of the day. What is the purpose of this? Every speaker is expected to use this word and the idiom of the day at least once during your presence on the stage or whenever you have an opportunity to speak during this meeting. Those who use the word and the idiom of the day will be given a special mention at the end when I come to present my report. So without further ado, let me introduce the word of the day. The word of the day today is resonate. The word of the day today is resonate. The meaning is to produce a deep, full, reverberating effect, to evoke a feeling of shared understanding or connection. So when someone says something, if we also think the same way, as that person, then we can use this word resonate. The theme of self exploration truly resonates with many of us. This is an example usage in a sentence. One more example here is her message resonated deeply with the audience. So now I request one of the participant in the meeting to come forward and use the word of the day as an example. Can someone come forward?
I'll come forward, Vikram.
Yes, please, Gauri.
So every meet of Sattvic Toastmasters resonate with my ideology.
Wonderful. I think that shows your presence of mind to use the word of the day and in a real life example. Thank you so much, Gauri, for using the word of the day. I also see hands up from Abhiram. Abhiram, please go ahead.
Yes, Vikram, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible now.
Yes. Yesterday, my team leader's idea in a hackathon resonated deeply into our minds.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, both of you. Kudos to you for using the word of the day. So whenever a person uses the word of the day, I will be showing a thumbs up, or everyone will be showing the thumbs up. So please use the word of the day in your as much as possible in your speeches. Next comes the idiom of the day, which is a very easy idiom again, food for thought. What is the meaning? Something that makes you think deeply or consider a new perspective. Uh, the keynote speech, which our keynote speaker is going to give today, will give us plenty of food for thought, exploring past lives. Exploring past lives is definitely food for thought for anyone curious about personal transformation. So I hope the idiom of the day is clear. I want one volunteer who can come and use this idiom of the day. Can someone please come forward? Yes, I see a hands up from our counter, Ashutosh. Yes, Ashutosh.
Yeah. So today's food for thought is honesty is the best policy.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ashutosh, for using the right example. Yes, honesty. Today's food for thought is honesty is the best policy. Thank you so much. I also see anybody else raising hand or all right. With
Uh,
that,
pra-
sorry.
practice makes man perfect.
Yes, that's again a food for thought. Practice makes man perfect. Kudos to you both, Ashutosh and Prashranti, for using the idiom of the day. With that, I hand over the stage back to the general evaluator. I think the general evaluator is having some issues.
Okay,
So
I'll
with
take.
that, yeah, let's hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster JK Arora.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram. So today we have a very dynamic tag team. And as we say in Toastmaster, the mind is like a parachute. It works best when it's open. So today we explore a deeper possibility, past life regression, and we just hit one hit wonder on our planet. It is our soul on a word too. So the soul comes from within, without into the human body or in temporary abode, and it goes off to a new. It passes into other habitation, for the soul is immortal. So I've generated a Synchrom EVO, explore the past, validate the soul, optimize the future. Before introducing our speaker, I'll share my screen and let's have more some about this topic. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah. So can you see my screen? My screen is
Yes, we can see your screen. Can you put it on full screen mode, JK sir?
okay, just
I think you can click on start presentation, right? There is a start presentation at the right, the blue color button.
Stop share it is written.
No, there is start presentation in the same
Achha,
yeah.
Okay. Now it is. Oh,
yeah.
Thank you. So you can see there's a menti.com. There's a QR code. So if possible, you can scan it and give your comments on that. So based on that, like, welcome to our journey, past life regression and inner healing. So let's discover new perspective on self-awareness. So you can participate here and write your comments on that. So in one word, what comes to mind when you hear past life regression? Just responded. We have received 3 respond. So, and another question is, what personal benefit do you think inner healing can bring? Great. So I have 4 respond. So what aspect of past life regression interests you most? So just scan it and write it will help in you in self-discovery or healing emotional wounds, curiosity about the past, or spiritual growth, whatever you think better. And to what extent do you agree with this statement about inner healing? It helps release past emotional pain. It leads to greater self-understanding. It can improve present relationship. Great. Okay. So share any one question you think there's a curiosity you have about past life regression. So we'll come with all the whatever you have written. So I'll just stop my sharing. So I'll introduce our speaker today, none other than Smriti. She is a life coach and well-being researcher who specializes in deep transformation healing. Her core expertise lies in past life regression therapy and family constellation therapy, where she helps individuals uncover subconscious patterns, ancestral imprints, and unresolved emotional blocks that often shape their present day challenge. Through family constellation therapy, she works at a systemic level alongside healing not just to the individual but to generation pattern within family. So her work beautifully blends emotional healing with scientific well-being tools, creating transformation that is both deep and practical. So Simriti believes that when we heal our root, our inner healing, we don't just change circumstances, we change our entire life trajectory. So these modalities help us find our purpose this lifetime and beyond, the path open. So let's welcome our speaker, motivational speaker, Miss Simriti, which she resonates our food for thought for today. Over to Simriti, ma'am. Yes, please.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Vikram. Thank you, Mr. Arora, for such a warm introduction. And hi, everyone. I know it's 7 o'clock in the morning since you joined, and on a Sunday morning, as was being discussed, yeah, it takes a lot of strength and courage, and obviously commitment towards oneself to be here on a Sunday morning, just for our own growth and development. So I'm so happy to meet everybody here. And as was being discussed, that the topic for today, which I'm going to present, is past life regression therapy. I will be telling you about the therapy, and also, leave you with a thought. That's why I had put it in the title, that are we here just for this one lifetime? Should I share my screen, Vikram? Is it okay? Okay. I just share the screen. Yeah, is it visible? Yeah. Okay. So the topic is that are we more than this lifetime, right? So I would want to start with this question. I want each one of you to just ponder over this fact that have we been here before? Do you ever feel, now how would you know that you've been here before? Right? That is the main question. So when you feel that there are certain unexplained fears, yeah, there is too much of text, but that's okay. You can read it or you can just listen, whatever you connect more. Okay, so there are unexplained fears within us, right? Just some unexplained fear, as in somebody may be fearing water, right? You don't know why do you fear water, right? There are sometimes you meet people and there is an instant connection. You just know that, this person, oh my God, I'm meeting her for the first time, but I just know this person somehow. So how do you know, right? That question may be there. You might be meeting friends, you might be meeting strangers who do little acts of kindness. You're traveling on a train, you're traveling on a metro, you're going into a lift, somebody just holds the door for you, right? That little act of kindness. Then there are also repeating patterns. Repeating patterns, I would say, uh, for example, there are unresolved issues. Unresolved issues, somewhere like you might be feeling that, okay, I have this constant headache, constant migraine, which doesn't go away. I have a constant stomach ache. Or maybe for women, like I have this issue of PCOS, right? Or for somebody, maybe for a man, it's like, I don't know, when I'm driving, I feel there is a little bit of fear in me, which I don't know how does it come. Or even that the fear was never there, Smriti, but the fear suddenly appeared, right? For driving. Okay, then emotional triggers. Now, sometimes we give strong reactions without really realizing that this is my emotional trigger. All right. So, emotional triggers, just not anger. It may also be you might want to always cry when you are checked in a particular way, right? Or a familiar space. Like we all go to temples, we might be going to our places of worship, we might be going to anywhere else where you feel that I have been here before, or just a very deja vu kind of a feeling where you know that you know something. There is this inner sense of knowing, right? As if you've experienced something before. Now, I've painted all these pictures to you. I really want you to take a moment and think that what is it exactly? See, the question also I've written for you to think. So, what is it exactly? Is it a coincidence? Is it your conditioning that, I'm conditioned this way? Or is it something deeper? Anybody who would want to answer this? Have you ever felt anything like this?
I have felt with one
Okay.
of my best friend because we both think alike. I always felt, never felt like this person is new. I already knew
Okay.
this person. Same happens with one of my relative also. They understand when the
Okay.
people who understand me so well. I think without me saying anything, they understand me. I always feel that we have met somewhere before. So that was my take.
Yes. Right. Thank you, Vikram, for sharing it. Anybody else who wants to share something?
Yeah, even me too. When I spoke with a new person and I was taking it as the parent who is the son of my student, and
Mm-hmm.
she'll be just talking with me casually, and she was impressed, and she was like, I don't have a sister, and you're a sister to me, and whatever your wordings, whatever you speak, that is she's like, whatever I'm telling it, just she's accepting it and just following it the same.
Right, Prashanti. Thank you. Anybody else who wants to share?
I also wanted to share. So,
Yeah, go ahead.
I always experience this deja vu. Like most of the time,
Mm,
when things
mm,
happen before me, I feel like, Okay, I actually saw this happening sometime back. I always feel that okay, this happened somewhere. That kind of experience I feel most of the time.
Right, Gauri. Absolutely. So such wonderful sharings. Thank you for sharing all this. So see, this feeling is because there is just not us. Okay, now coming to the other part of it. Before I come to this part, what exactly past life therapy is, I just want you to have an idea that there is this beautiful idea of just explaining everything that you said. Okay, Vikram said that he knows as if there is a sense of knowing. Prashanti said that there is somebody whom she met and he called her a sister. And Gauri said that there is always this feeling of deja vu. Now, why is all this here? Because it's happening with everybody because we are not here for the first time. Okay, coming back to that question, we are not here for the first time. The soul has been here, I don't know, maybe millions of years, because the soul never started with the body, the sharira. It never started with the body. Sharira se kabhi bhi it never starts. So it always starts with this little idea of being an element. So when we came to the planet, we might have just come like an element. Maybe I was just a grain of sand. Maybe I was just a granite, a little tiny grain of granite, a little tiny grain of marble, a little tiny grain of coal. So the initial, so what I'm trying to say is that the initial past lives which we have lived have been of elements. From there, the consciousness, when I say consciousness, I'm talking about the soul. Okay, from there, the consciousness is moving little by little, and it is reaching. Can anybody tell me where is it reaching?
The brain.
From a grain,
To a human
from a,
being.
no, it will eventually reach the human being, but before reaching the human being, there are many lives which we have led. So we are here at this little elemental stage. After the element, we will become somewhere in the plant kingdom. Okay. Now, the plant kingdom, the element can also be a little bigger thing. We might be a rock, we might be a mountain, a little boulder. Okay. Somewhere near the sea, a pebble. Then we will be reaching the plant kingdom. We will be born as a plant. Now, plant maybe there can be many things. We can be a fruit, we can be a tree, we can be a vegetable. That is how the consciousness is evolving. Post that, we will be into the animal kingdom. We have all lived in animal bodies. The anger which comes to you doesn't come like this, it comes from that animal body, right? The stability that comes to you doesn't come like this, it comes from the plant kingdom, from the plant body you've lived. Okay, and then we are blessed with the human body. And once we are in the human body, we keep reincarnating as a human body, depending upon the lessons which we have to learn. Why? Because once we are born, we are attracting karma. Okay. So that is how we come to the laws of karma. Now, to understand the laws of karma, we have to understand that there are two types of karmas, okay, for this presentation today. Now, there is the Sanchit karma and there is a Prarabdha. Now, what is Sanchit karma? Sanchit karma is the accumulation of all the karmas which we have accumulated till now. Okay, or the sum total of all the karmas in all the lifetimes which we have lived is Sanchit karma. What is Prarabdha? Prarabdha is that little sack. Suppose it's a big sack. Maybe we carry a little present in a school bag. So the Prarabdha is like a school bag, right? Or you can take another example. Sanchit Karma is like you have X number of amount in the bank account. And what is Prarabdha? Prarabdha is that little Y that you carry with you. So, X minus Y would be the left Sanchit Karma and the Y is the Prarabdha. So why are you being born here? You're born to live that Prarabdha. So it might be any life lesson. The prarabdha is always associated with a life lesson. So it might be any life lesson. Like for me, I know that forgiveness is a lesson I need to learn. My soul needs to learn how to forgive people. So what is happening in my life? I keep encountering patterns. I keep encountering people whom I need to keep forgiving. So be it somebody in my life who has already been there, somebody who comes. Until when will I learn this lesson? Till my soul learns to forgive. So when we have patterns in our life which keep repeating, those patterns are just not repeating for fun. They are always repeating because there is some product which needs to be understood, which needs to be, okay, which needs to be really resolved by you. All right, then let's come to this idea of body. Okay, now so this is our physical body, right? Do you have any questions related to what I said? Any confusion? No? Okay. So types of body. We come to the types of body. When I say types of body, what do I mean? So when I'm saying the types of body, there is this physical sharira, which is the gross body. Then understanding that there is an astral body which we have. Astral body is the body which would be the lighter body, okay, the subtle body. It's you can say sukshma sharira. I don't know if you all understand this word or not, but there is this body which can travel. So this is the gross body. There is an astral body. Okay, you will understand this idea that there is this astral body where you say there is this auric field, right? Everybody understands the aura, right? So maybe the astral body can be seen as this little auric field which extends beyond us. Okay, then there is another third body. Third body is the causal body. The causal body for us is the Karan Sharira. Now, anything which we are storing within, any feelings, any emotions, any illnesses, okay, like somebody has blood pressure. Now, where is the blood pressure coming from? Of course, it is coming from the gross body. But gross body is just a manifestation of something what is already there in the causal body. Okay, it might be a little confusing, but just try to assess. There are three bodies: the gross body, the astral body, and the causal body. Whatever happens in this causal body, the Karan Sharira, whatever happens in the Karan Sharira will be like a Karan only for it to manifest in the gross body. Okay, so it will be a reason for something to happen to the gross body. Now, the astral body is usually a place of knowing. Okay, it will always know certain things. And therefore, astral body is important for us. And when we go into the past life regression therapy, we are usually operating from the subtle body or the astral body. Okay, so who is traveling? We are here only. I will help the patients lie down. I will just explain you the process also. So, but what happens is the astral body is traveling. I am not traveling. The gross body is here only. The astral body, which is part of our mind, is traveling. Then, whatever problems we are having in that lifetime, particular lifetime, suppose the relationship with somebody is really bad, or maybe somebody is not getting married, or I am not attracting enough money that I should be making at my age. So what is that problem? The problem is lying in the causal sharira. Okay, in the causal sharira. Now I come back to the slides. Okay, now let's come back to this idea of understanding the past life regression therapy. Okay, so as I'm sure you all can read here, that past life therapy delves into past experiences, right? Drawing insights from various philosophies and religious texts. Okay, this is very beautiful. So it's not just us who is talking about past lives. There are a lot of research on past life, which is going on across the world. And the idea is coming very strongly from Buddhism, from Hinduism, And also in certain Tibetan books, like you might have heard the Tibetan Book of the Dead. And from these traditions, the idea of reincarnation comes. Okay, even in our tradition, like we say, in Hinduism, Vishnu is there, right? So Vishnu keeps reincarnating, one avatar after another avatar. So how is it? Like, right? So as we explore why people reincarnate, it becomes evident that unresolved issues and lessons from the previous existences often carry over, influencing our current experience. So our current experience is usually because of what we have been carrying. Like I gave you the example of anger. Maybe in a particular lifetime, you were an animal and you're carrying that anger over and over again. Now, we also know that this modern reincarnation research reveals approximately 90% of the reveals approximately 90% of the present maladies, the present illnesses, and the present diseases, which all have past life connections, right? This I just told you. Now, by utilizing techniques such as guided hypnosis, which is one of the basic parts of past life regression therapy, what we aim to access are profound memories. So, if I help you understand, there is this beautiful concept of brain versus mind. Okay, so brain is something, it's like a physical organ, a gross organ inside our head, right? But mind, what we say, mind, is not something we use it interchangeably, yet in the philosophical approaches, the mind is just not here. This mind is not the mind. We are a body, a gross. The mind is outside the body. The mind is always outside the body. So how is it outside the body? There, it's like the auric field, as I explained, the astral body, right? The astral body contains the mind. This physical body doesn't contain the mind. It just contains our brain. It might be a little bit complicated for you to understand, but what I'm trying to explain is just explaining little concepts so that you understand how exactly a regression would work. That's why these concepts are a bit important. So again, through guided hypnosis, we are accessing those memories. Now, when we are accessing those memories, we are able to bring to light, illuminate the kind of pattern, the kind of fear, whatever is coming up for us. And through that, we are going into that particular lifetime. We are helping somebody to be aware of that. And also, by bringing the awareness to that particular problem, we are able to resolve it by giving it deep healing. Okay, we are able to resolve it by giving it deep healing. In relationships, we are also giving it a closure. For example, somebody is sharing a not a very good relationship. It could be with your boss, it could be with your colleague, it could be with your mother-in-law, it could be with your husband, whoever is, troubling you. The relationship, we give it a closure there, and then we move forward into back to this lifetime. Okay. Now, the definition is there that a therapeutic technique aiming to access memories of past lives through guided hypnosis, right? Now, there is a lot of research on reincarnation or past life, very, very scientific medical research that is taking place. So, if you all are interested to read more, I would say you can start with the work of Dr. Brian Weiss. Dr. Brian Weiss is somebody who's really, a pioneer in this, and he's from the University of Columbia. So you can go on and Google him and maybe order his books also if you're really interested. And then there is Dr. Ian Stevenson. Dr. Ian Stevenson is somebody who's done extensive research on the idea of this where children reincarnate, right? Some children are born with memories of the past and they remember everything. They can speak languages, right? What we say, xenoglossia, right? They can speak different languages which they've never been familiar with in this lifetime. So Dr. Ian Stevenson's work is there. Then Dr. Tripti Jain's work is there. She is my mentor. Also, Dr. Frederick Lenz's work, Helen Wambach, Irene Hickman, Edgar Casey, and Dr. Michael Newton. Dr. Michael Newton's work is also very important because he is talking about the life between lives. What happens? See, I'm talking about life, right? Where you've lived. But before you are born again, and before you so you die, there is this intermediate void, and then you are born again. So what happens in that void? What do you do in that void? So then Dr. Michael Newton's work, that the destiny of souls or the journey of souls, that is extremely important if you would want to read. And you can also Google this case of Shanti Devi from India. I've just written these names here so that you can take a screenshot or a picture, and you can obviously read about it. The more you read, the more awareness there is about the work. Okay, so as I explained to you the laws of karma, I also explained to you the types of body, right? Now I'm telling you how do you access the consciousness and what are brain waves. So let me deal with the brain waves first. The brain waves are four, which I will be dealing. I'm not dealing with the fifth one here to keep it simple. So the first brain wave is the beta brain wave, okay? Beta is somewhere where we are talking. We are in the alert mode. We are not worried about what we are saying. We are not worried. We are in that happy phase, okay? In that more talkative phase, doing our work, everything. Okay, that is the beta brain wave. Now, then there is the second one. It is the alpha. Now, what is the alpha one? Alpha is when you're gradually, very gradually moving towards, little by little moving towards actually sleeping, actually trying to go to bed. Okay, but you are still alert. You haven't slept. So the alpha is the one which we use for past life regression therapy. So from beta, you move to alpha. From alpha, you move to theta. And from theta, you move to delta. So have you ever experienced these brain waves before? Yes, every night we experience them. Okay, every night before sleeping, we are in the beta state. We gradually move to alpha state where we are aware that we are going to sleep. Then we move to the theta state. The theta state is that where have slept, right? We are somewhere in the dreamland. And then we move into the delta state of sleep, which is the deep sleep state. Okay, and from the deep sleep, we again move. It's not like a cycle, okay? We again move to theta. Dheere dheere. How do we wake up? We don't wake up shocked, right? When we wake up shocked, the whole day we are in that beta state, and there is a little headache. You might be feeling a little discomfort in your body. So what usually happens is we don't wake up like from delta we jump to beta. No, we don't jump. What we do is we are usually in the delta state, then we come back to theta. Little like sleep, deep sleep to sleep to the idea that awareness that we are sleeping, and then back to the idea that we are completely awake. So every time we are in this cycle. Okay. And if I say, how do we access the consciousness? It is through the alpha that we are accessing the conscious memory. The conscious memory is usually stored as I told you, in the subtle body, in the astral body. Okay, the conscious memory is there, but the memory across lifetimes is stored in the Karan Sharira. Okay, because the mind is always outside. All right. Now, how does this past life regression therapy work? You can see that past life regression therapy is a process that allows individuals to explore their past lives, but we are always introducing it in a relaxed state. So how do we do? If I have to tell you, we bring the client, right? The client comes to me. We do quite a lot of written work. We do quite a lot of talking, right? The talk therapy part of it. Then there is this evaluation which I do with them, whether the person will be, what kind of subject will the person be. The subject means that would the person be a very visual person, Would the person be very somebody who's feeling a lot, a more kinesthetic person? Would a person be a combination, or would a person be, say, sometimes the people are also very I don't know if you've heard of about clairs, right? There is this clairaudient, the people are able to hear, clairsentient, where the people are able to feel, right? Or claircognizance, where the people are able to know already, like what Gauri said, the deja vu. So Gauri is somebody who has a deeper sense of claircognizant. Okay, she has a deeper sense of knowing already, right? So depending upon what kind of client is coming to me, I take them to a relaxed state. And then in that relaxed state, in that hypnotic trance, we gradually move towards a memory, towards a part that has been troubling the person, okay, towards whatever has been troubling the person. And then very gently we open a door, we open a lifetime as if we are reading a book. So we open a lifetime, we see that, we heal that lifetime, and then we come back into this body again. Okay. So it's not as if we are traveling somewhere. It's only that the mind, the astral body, which is there in the mind, which is outside the gross body, is traveling. Okay. So this method creates a safe environment for client to connect with their subconscious mind and explore emotions, fears, and unresolved issues. Okay, so as I said, additionally, the therapists utilize various techniques, including visualization, relaxation, right, to guide the clients through the journey. The aim is to uncover insights that can lead to personal growth and emotional healing, promoting a better understanding of oneself. Overall, PLR opens doors to understanding the broader contexts of life and one's experiences across lifetimes. Okay, now let me just tell you what are the benefits. Okay, so when I say personal challenges, I don't mean that they are challenges. What I mean is that you can heal those personal challenges. So clear the personal challenges it should have been. So past life regression therapy provides clarity regarding personal challenges, okay, such as relationships, finances, emotional fears, offering an insight into the root and pattern of these issues. And emotional healing it can provide across past traumas. Sometimes we lose somebody very close to us, like I lost my father. And the wound is open. The wound is open for multiple years, right? Uh, and I think everybody needs that closure, that idea that why did I lose him very early? Also, that why, right? Why did he pass away so early? So, that idea of why is also very, very important in our life. And that kind of emotional healing can only come through a past life regression therapy. So, spiritual growth, it guides you through a spiritual growth, right? Sometimes people come to me and they say that, Smriti, I just want to know my purpose. Why am I here? Because I know I am here. This is the kind of pattern which is happening to me, but I really want to move on to, a different path. I just want to know that is that path meant for me or is it not meant for me? So that kind of spiritual growth, right? The idea will be able to come from a past life regression therapy. Then obviously fears and belief. So we all have love-based thoughts. Love-based thoughts, what are they? They are like, okay, they are like when you do something and you feel that you have done well. Okay, that is a kind of an idea of a love-based thought. When you do something and you are too critical of it, right? Or you're feeling that you are not good enough for doing something, then it is based out of some inner fears which you might be holding across lifetimes. Then the last one is there is enhanced perspective. Now, when I say enhanced perspective, what do I mean? I mean that you would get a broader perspective of your life. What is exactly that you need to achieve to understand what is your soul journey, and not just the soul journey here, this lifetime, but also a group, right? You are like what Vikram said, and Prashanti said that there are people in our lives who come and who feel very familiar. So you would understand not just yourself, but also understand that why this entire group transcended together. Who are the people who are there in your soul group? Who are the people who are very close to you, whom you should value the most, and who are here to teach you a lesson? And what is that lesson? So, all those deeper questions which we keep thinking about, or maybe will think about at a later stage in life, are the questions which can be answered by yourself through this medium. Okay, I would like to leave you with this thought. It's a very beautiful poem. It is by John Masefield. The poem is titled The Creed. I've not written that, you can note it. The Creed. I hold that when a person dies, his soul returns again to earth. Arrayed in some new flesh disguise, another mother gives him birth. With sturdier limbs and brighter brain, the old soul takes the road again. It's just feel the vibration. It's all energy. Just have to feel the vibration of this quotation to understand what I've tried to explain you in this brief period. Yeah. So obviously it's not enough, but thank you. This is all what I had to share today. And I hope if there are any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer. You can find me, apart from I should have written my number. But if there is something, you can always get back to me on Instagram. My handle is Life Coach Smriti. I operate very organically, one-on-one. So that is how my work is. I see somebody has raised their hand.
It's Abhiram who has raised his hand. Abhiram, would you like to ask a question? Abhiram, you're not audible if you're talking.
Yeah, Vikram, am I audible now?
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
audible.
Hi, Abhiram.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. I just have a small doubt that the term Atma and the astral body are different or both are similar. So that's my question.
Thank you, Abhiram. I'm so glad somebody got thinking. Okay. So, see. So when you say Atma, the Atma and astral body are not the same, darling. They are not the same. Okay. So Atma is within us, right? The Atma is consisting of the Karan Sharira as well as the astral body. The causal body and the astral body together will make the Atma. Okay. It is just not the astral body. I know, don't watch these podcasts and all. They are not true to what they are telling. Okay. If you really want to understand this, you should read our Upanishads, right? You can read Mandukya Purana. Okay. That is, the Purana is beautifully there. You can read the Taittiriya Upanishad. All these things. Don't go by what these people are saying, right? Because it's not true. It's not true. There's only this sensationalization of what is being told to us. But that is not how we are. We are actually, Atma is a sum total, right? When you are saying Atma is a sum total of what we are, right? So what we have done, the Sanchit Karma and the Prarabdha together come to make the entire Atma. And the Atma is not just the astral body, right? Because the astral body can float, right? The Atma will be here only. When I do a regression, then I will take your astral body to float. Okay. But the Atma is still within us. You are very much alive in a regression, right? You don't die in a regression. So why don't you die? Because the Atma is not in the astral body. Or the astral body is not the Atma. There are multiple layers. The Karan Sharira, the causal body is there, which is there. Then the gross body is there. Then I have not talked about the koshas. There are 7 koshas in our body, right? Those koshas are also very important. So that's why I'm saying this half an hour is not enough, right, to cover. It's such a deep knowledge. But I have just given you a little bit initiation that whoever has a calling will be able to find the answers, right? So, Abhiram, thank you for asking that question. But this is the soul and the astral body are completely different. Okay. And soul also, where does the soul reside? I can answer to you that. You might be feeling that, Smriti, where is the soul residing? Soul is residing in a spiritual heart. Okay. There is a spiritual heart within our body. It is there that the soul resides. And what is the size of the soul? Soul is only this big, only this big. And it's mainly light. Okay. Just transparent, translucent light. And it is there within the spiritual heart. Now, what is the spiritual heart? Our heart is there, but the astral body, okay, so now this can answer you better. The astral body is also having a heart within it, right? In that astral body, the little light which is there in the heart section is the spiritual heart. Okay, so they are not the same. So these podcasts may, they are half-baked, right? They don't give you full knowledge. So the full knowledge you have to read on your own. Find a nice person who would be able to teach you. Or if you want to experience first, then you can always come to me. But if you want to, find somebody, then you can always find a guru who would help you. Right? There is this Chinmaya mission. There is Ramakrishna Paramhans mission, Ramakrishna mission. All these missions, they have these texts. They read. ISKCON also reads. So you have to join some organization like this, which will help you actually to read. Because the more you read, the more enlightened your soul is. All the knowledge is there. All the knowledge is already there within us. It's only that the knowledge has to be brought out. Right? So that is how you start reading. Okay, thank you for your question.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Anybody else? Any other question?
Thank you so much, Smriti, for enlightening us with this wonderful topic. And in the interest of time, we will take the questions in the chat or in the WhatsApp, right? So I'm going to share the certificate in my background. Thank you so much for this wonderful session. And as per the Toastmasters format, so here you see the certificate which we would like to present to you in my background. So thank you so much. And I know this is.
Lisa just said that, she attended, I took a workshop throh Omega in New York with Dr. Brian Weiss. Amazing. Yeah. I'm so happy. I don't know. I think she's left.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think she said she has some other meeting to join. And yeah. So this is the certificate I'm sharing with you, Smriti. I'll be sharing this with you on the WhatsApp as well.
Thank you, Vikram.
Yeah, and can we have Zoom Master? Can we have a picture with the keynote speaker along with the certificate? Okay, I am taking the picture. Can people please come on camera if possible. I only have 3 of us now, me, Smriti, and
So I'm dropping my number here, Vikram, in case anybody is in need of it.
yeah, sure. Okay, I see Ashutosh also. So if anyone else can come on camera, please put the heart emoji on your camera. So I'm gonna click a picture. If you have a smile on your face, and here you go. Thank you so much. I'm just sharing the picture on the chat as well. So with that, we come to the end of the keynote session. Thank you so much, Smriti, once again for sparing your time and taking us through this wonderful topic of past life regression therapy. For me, it is really a first time I heard when I spoke to you last but 1 week, and it was so totally amazing to hear that we are not just this lifetime, and we are, our soul travels through many lifetimes. And you being an anchor for it, it was quite amazing to me. So that's the reason I invited you to have a keynote session here. I hope people would have enjoyed this keynote session. And yeah, I think if anyone has any questions, Smriti has forwarded her number, and you can very well contact her. So, in the interest of time, I would like to hand over the stage back to our Toastmaster of the day. Smriti, if you would like to stay till the end, you can also stay. Or if you are
Thank you,
busy,
Vikram.
you
I
can
would
hop
like to
off.
take your leave. Yeah,
All right.
thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mr. Arora. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Bye bye. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.
So thank you, Smriti ma'am, for a wonderful food for thought for today. And we have learned a lot from you. And thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, also for inviting Smriti Tandon. Okay, so let's have come forward to our regular meeting. So we come to our evaluator one, uh, Toastmaster Gori. So please introduce your speaker.
Okay, so the elevator one is Aniket. So the
Okay.
second
Thank
elevator
you,
is.
Yeah, maybe Toastmaster Gori, you can first introduce your speaker. Then we'll come to Aniket.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arora ji. So, very good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. So, today my target speaker, Toastmaster Parinitha, is attempting her second speech in the Pathway Presentation Mastery. And the purpose of her speech is to write a speech with a purpose. So, the major purpose of this speech is to select a topic or select a incident and write a speech with a purpose so that the audience can have a takeaway from her speech. So over to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Arora.
So our speaker is, so I'll go with the speaker, second speaker first. Okay, we have a little bit change. So speaker Toastmaster Parinitha. So
Yeah, Aroraji, good morning.
good morning. You like to have your video on, if possible?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, so please, yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Sorry for inconvenience. My video was not on.
Okay.
Can I continue without video?
Yeah. Please continue. Yes, please.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today, my speech title is Students' Life in Different Stages and Types of Students. First of all, I want to give clarification of student. What is student? Student for S stands for smart, T stands for thoughtful, U stands for understanding, D stands for disciplined, E stands for energetic, N stands for notable, T stands for talented. Now, first of all, I am coming to students' lives. Uh, in school life, in everyone's life, school memories are just so hard to forget. Those days are very precious. Yeah, I miss those days when bags are heavy, not hearts. Pencils were broken, not promises. Tears are fake, not smiles. In school times, I feel the most irritating moments is morning alarms and most difficult task to find socks. Most dreadful journey way to classroom and most loving time meeting friends and most tragic moments surprise test in first period. Most wonderful news is teacher is absent. Yeah, the moments are temporary, but memories are forever. Now coming to intermediate life. Intermediate students' life is a critical, transformative, and golden period that acts as a bridge between school and higher education by increased academic performances. It's a bridge between um, uh, school and higher education, um, personal growth, and intense preparation for future careers. Compared to school life, this stage brings more freedom, requiring students to learn time management and self discipline. Friendships are also very deep, and students learn how to navigate social complexities and develop their character. Students being planning their future careers, making crucial choices about universe paths. Now, yeah, the BTech life. BTech is the place where moments become memories that remain attached forever in our hearts. First of all, graduation isn't the end of journey. Keep learning, keep educating yourself, and keep being a student of life. In BTech first year, we will explore the campus, making friends, adjusting to the hostel life, and focus on academics. In second year, joining technical and critical clubs, learning new skills, and participating in the events. In third year, focusing on projects, internships, and starting placement preparation. Fourth year, this year is very hard, attending placement drives, completing final projects, and transition to the personal life. For every student, my suggestion is be thankful for what you are and keep fighting for what you want to be tomorrow. Now I am going to types of students. In every classroom, there are first bench students, middle bench students, and last bench students. First bench students, their attitude will be they are focused and responsible. They always perform high achievers and always prepared with notes. And they take attention from the teachers also. First bench students know the answers to all the questions. Now coming to middle bench students. They are average students and blend of funny and responsibility. They participate in both classroom discussion and light mischief. They are bridge between the two extremes. Now coming to the backbench students. They are independent, creative, and often social. Their behavior like enjoy freedom and bitter view of the entire class. Last bench students are known as last bench students knows how to face every problem. Yeah, thank you. Over to you, Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you. What a wonderful. So we will 30 seconds or 1 minute to please give the personal opinion to our first speaker. Okay. Now I'll request second evaluator, Toastmaster Aniket. So please introduce your speaker.
Yeah,
Toastmaster Vikram.
yeah, 1 minute. Yeah. My target speaker is Toastmaster Vikram. his Yeah, so my target speaker is Toastmaster Vikram. His topic is the first hour. It is the level 3 project 2 speech of the past presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to understand the types of persuasive speeches and deliver uh, a persuasive speech at a club meeting. The time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. So I all the best for my target speaker.
Over to Toastmaster Vikram, please. Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day and the evaluator, for introducing my purpose of the speech. Let me ask you a question. What do you do immediately as soon as you wake up in the morning? Can someone say, what do you do immediately as soon as you wake up in the morning?
I just pray and I just open my eyes and I just look into my palms.
Okay, very good. Anyone else? Yes, Sabiram, you're raising your hand.
Yeah, I would just make my daily plan that what I have to do.
Very good. Thank you so much, Abhiram and Prashanti, for adding that. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. The first hour of the day is the golden hour. Do you believe it?
Yes,
Many years, thank you, Prashanti. Many years back, when I was a student, as soon as I wake up, I used to get panicked because my college was 2 hours away from where I was staying. Even if I wake up half an hour late on that particular day, I will miss my train or I would miss the bus and I would miss the first period of my college. And immediately I used to wake up when the alarm rings. I used to get ready and I used to be in a mad rush to catch the train. And that was during my college. Now the same pattern continued even during my after I graduated and after I went to a office when I started my corporate job. Instead of rushing for a train, now I started to fight with the traffic because I have to reach my office on time and attend the 10 o'clock stand up meeting, which my Scrum Master was conducting. So, but ever since my college days, my days were not peaceful. I was running after something or the other. On a casual discussion with one of my friends who I met during my corporate job, changed my entire life because that person seemed emotionally very stable. And whenever I see him, he would be the go-to person for any problem I will have. When I talk to him, I used to feel peaceful. He used to feel really calm whenever I talk to him, and I used to get the peace of mind when I talk to this person. Then I asked him this question. Hey, how his name is Ramesh, by the way. I asked him, Hi Ramesh. So what is the secret of your peace of mind? Can you tell me? Then he asked me the simple question. Vikram, what is the first hour of your day looks like? Then I told him the entire story. As a student, how I was running to catch my train, and now as a corporate employee, how I was, about to fight with the traffic to reach my office. And I said all these things to him. But he said a wonderful framework on that day when I was explaining my problem to him. That framework is nothing but savers. He mentioned that he was part of a club called 5 a.m. Club where people wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning, which is the Brahma Muhurt. And during that time, they follow a spiritual practice called savers. When he said the moment he uttered this word savers, I asked him, is it a savings plan? Like an SIP plan that we have? I asked him, is it a savings plan, Ramesh? Then he mentioned to me, no, Vikram, it is not a savings plan, but it saves your life. Then he started explaining me one by one what is this Savers framework all about. As he spoke about the framework, I started understanding what is the mistake I was doing all these years in my life. Let me explain you the same framework which my friend explained to you as he explained to me. The first letter S of the Savers framework. I hope you can see this sheet. There is a letter S which is written on the sheet. The first S of the Savers framework is silence. What does it mean? Every morning, as soon as my friend woke up, he sat on the bed silently without doing anything, just listening to his breath. And after that, this is just for a brief five minutes he did it, and then he used to feel so peaceful. And the same he asked me to do on every single morning. Being in silent for 5 minutes as soon as you wake up gives your mind the energy, and it helps you reflect your what you want to do, further in your day. And then comes E, sorry, A for affirmations. The moment you wake up, whatever you have to do on a particular day, let's say today I have to deliver my speech, then the affirmation for that day will align to what I wanted to do in that particular day. So A stands for affirmations. So today my affirmation was I deliver my speech successfully. Then comes V. V for visualization. What is V? V for visualization. In visualization, I visualize how my day looks like, how peacefully I deliver my speech and convey my message to the audience. And then comes E. E for exercise, where we do little movements of your body. If you're already practicing walking, swimming, or any other practices, then that is counted as exercise, and it is part of the E in the framework. And then comes R, which is nothing but reading. Whenever you have this habit of reading, you are connecting to your mental energy every single day. And the more you read, you not only become knowledgeable, but it makes you mentally happy. And last comes S, which is scribing, where you write what you think, or as simple as what are the goals for your day. So I started doing the Savers framework from the time my friend started explaining me about this. And you won't believe, from that time on, my life started to change. Now my priority is myself, not anybody else. The first thing is the day before, I started programming my mind to think, okay, tomorrow morning I will wake up at 5 a.m. and I will do the Savers framework. When I program my mind the day before, immediately I wake up at 5 a.m. and I start doing the Savers framework. My dear fellow Toastmasters and guests, in conclusion, what I would like to ask you is who owns your first hour of the day? Is it your problems or your purpose? Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Great speech. So savers and first hour of the day is golden hour of the day. Great. So everyone, please give your comments to Toastmaster Vikram, and now we will. It's already 8:30. So now I'll come to the next TTM role, which is Toastmaster Lalitha. So are you there?
Sir, am I audible and visible?
Yes, please. Yeah, go ahead. Yes, please.
Yes. Just a minute, sir. So yes, before starting, just confirm me that how many of you know Hindi songs here? Old Hindi songs. Oh, yes. I have a game. Can we go with that? If no one knows, I'll let it remain. I'll just ask questions. If the majority knows, I'll go with the game. Yes. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guest. I'm Toastmaster Lalitha, your table topic master for today's meeting. In table topic segment, we'll speak spontaneously. In this segment, we'll think on our foot. In this segment we learn listening skills, speaking skills, organizing, and speaking skills. So with that, table topics makes us impromptu speaker. Table topics helps us a lot to speak on impromptuness. And may I play this song so that anyone can know? And I have a game. I'll play a song, and if anyone answers, you can go with table topic. Am I clear? Shall I play the song, sir?
Yep.
Just a minute. Is it audible, sir? Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Gauri.
Is it Jana Kaho? Is it that one?
No, it is Lag Jagale.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, you can take table topic. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes. Toastmaster Gauri, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Toastmaster Gauri, if you could travel anywhere, where would you go?
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita. Very good morning to all the fellow Toastmasters and dear guests. If I would travel, where would I go? So, you are asking this question to someone who loves traveling a lot. So, if you ask me, I love traveling anywhere and everywhere because traveling is something like a therapy for me. And specifically, if I want to travel, I always choose to travel to those places where I get a chance to stay with the nature, to feel the nature. So, especially like hill stations and more of a tree areas, more filled with more of trees, forests, mountains, and all. Because whenever I go to such kind of places, I get a chance to meet the new version of myself because I also love writing poetry. So whenever I go to these kind of places, right, it gives me a different kind of feeling, which actually helps me articulate very well. And in case if I'm going through something or if I am facing some challenges at that particular point, right? So being in that moment, visiting that place will make a lot of difference. And suddenly I feel like, okay, everything is gone. I'm ready to face any kind of challenge. So that kind of confidence I usually get. So specifically, if you ask me the place, I would say I always dreamt and I always wanted to go to Switzerland. And that is something is like a dream destination for me. So looking forward to go to that place as soon as I can. Thank you.
That's a great table topic message, Toastmaster Gauri. But when you ask me, I rather sit at my home watching some music, listening some music, or reading some book. I don't prefer going outside and traveling outside. Yes. Who is my next volunteer? Shall I play the song or can I go with the questions?
Go with the question.
Thank you. So who will be the next volunteer? Thank you, Toastmaster Ashutosh. What's your favorite way to relax, Toastmaster Ashutosh? What's your favorite way to relax?
So the favorite way to relax for me is doing what I like. So these days I'm just getting stressed with a lot of work. So I'm a college student, so with MBA, a lot of assignments and all. So what I do if I have a free time like today is spending time with myself, listening to music, having some good food, taking rest, and probably just hit the gym, go to work out so that I'm relaxed. Whatever stress is being accumulating since very long days, it just gets bursted when there's a dopamine effect when I go to the gym. So yeah, just doing what I like, being surrounded with like the right people, having good food, taking rest, and these are like simple things on my day-to-day life which get missed out maybe because of some other priorities. So yeah, so this is something I do. Am I on
Thank
time? Am I on? Is it on time or like?
Yes, that is what I'm thinking. I cannot see timer cards
I think it's
when
there's
you
a
are
timer.
speaking, and
It's 1 minute.
no, I
Yeah,
cannot see
yeah.
any green
Yeah,
card.
yeah. Yeah, actually I was sharing the timing in the like Zoom. Yeah, right. In
But
the Zoom.
Aniket, they're not showing the count of time. It's just showing that empty box of timer.
No, it's showing
Oh,
one
okay,
minute.
okay. I will. Okay, now I will share the cards. Okay. Yeah, it is on time. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ashutosh, for that wonderful table topic. And how I deal with my stresses, I don't talk with anyone. I just stay silent. I just talk with myself in a room of empty, so that no people can judge me. And who will be the next volunteer? Thank you, Toastmaster Abhiram.
Yes, table topic master, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Can you turn on your video?
I'm sorry that I'm having some network issues. If I turn my audio, my video, the audio is getting shut. That's why I have a turn off my video.
Thank you, and no worries. So, Toastmaster Abhiram, what's something that makes you happy? Toastmaster Abhiram, what's something that makes you happy? Over to you.
Thank you, table topic master. I'm very grateful to get this question because I always feel happy doing the right thing at the right place. And uh, and yesterday I have just won my first hackathon, which is a prize pool of 5,000 rupees. And the favorite part of is that I always like coding very much because it enables a new way of creating creativeness while connecting with the artificial brains, which we also call as AI, and with the computer, which only understands my language and my feelings rather not judge me for the things what I do or for the things what I make. So it also gives food for my thoughts also, which g- encourages my productivity with uh, with the with a but right by making me come into the track. So this is my way of getting happiness. What's your way, table topic master? Over to you.
Seems like you are a study worm, Toastmaster Abhiram. But when it comes to me, only food can make me happy. I'm very big foodie.
Uh,
Who will be my next volunteer? You want to say something, Abhiram?
Yeah, I'm not just a study worm. I'm just a traveling worm. I like to travel also, but
Yes,
this gives me the feeling of creativeness. That's what I have to say.
creativeness. Great. And yes, who will be my next volunteer? Yes, Toastmaster Prashanti. You can. Toastmaster Prashanti, are you here?
Yes, Lalit.
If you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say? Toastmaster Prashanti, if you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita. A good topic. I have two siblings, two younger sisters, and those younger sisters, what I would want to tell them is, uh, don't go negative, be positive. Whatever the situations are there, those situations you have to take it as a positive in your life, and you have to go with smoothly in your entire life. So many situations in the life they will be getting it like positives and negatives. They keep on telling me all the negative parts, and sometimes they feel how the people are here in the entire world. They keep on telling that, and I'll just make them to make it a positive way and making it a super silent an entire day. Whatever the people or whatever the in I mean in a group of people or like in-laws or mother, whatever, whoever they are just talking to them. I'll just tell them one thing: go ahead and be silent, and as you like, you do your work. I'll just be telling to them, to my younger siblings. What about you, Lalita? Thank you, Toastmaster Lalita.
That's a great, wonderful table topic, Toastmaster Prashanti. But mine is quite opposite. I am the younger one in my house, so I rule the house, not they rule the house. So it's always my interests and my loves. Who will be my next volunteer? May I see a raise of hand, or shall I pick someone?
Yeah, better to pick someone.
Oh, yes. How about Toastmaster Arora, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead. Yes. Thank you.
Sir.
So what is your
What's
topic?
something that always makes you laugh? Yes, sir. What's something that always makes you laugh? Toastmaster Arora, sir. What's something that always makes you laugh? Over to you.
Okay. Great topic. So smile or laugh make your day better. Every time when you speak to yourself or to others, it is always good to have a smile on face so that it encourage others to express and emotionally get a connection. Now your topic is what something. From the starting from morning when I get up at 5 a.m. As Vikram has told, that first hour of the day is golden. So I manifest whatever day I have to do with my goals, and from there only, the smile is on my face, and till the last night I try to be smile and emphasize on my goal. Whenever I speak to any person or communicate, or I try to be more smile. So when smile is there, the expression is there, and my goal, I'm nearer to my goals. The goals which my in whole day, my mind continues work on my goals only. That this is my particular day goal, and when in my mind when I speaking to you right now also, it is going that one, what I can learn from you or what I can learn from this Toastmaster forum. So smile, I think it's more like inner, you get inner, you get a more presence, or you get a more energy when you smile. And when you are depressed, it is totally negative. You can't thought of anything positive. You go on the your emotional goes on the negative part, and you cannot go on achieving your goals. So smile, in my feeling, smile is the great work. If you want to do your healing and you want to achieve your goal, smile is the best. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster Lalita. What is
Even
your way?
I
Yeah.
Even I think the same way, sir. So smile keeps the other person happy. We always been surrounding the persons who are maybe depressed. So we go to them and we smile. They would smile, and that is how that is what I believe, and that is how I make other people smile and laugh. And Toastmaster Aniket, do you want to take a table topic?
Yeah, I can take.
Okay. Then who will be taking the timer?
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Toastmaster Aniket, are you ready?
Yes.
What's your favorite subject from school? Toastmaster Aniket, what's your favorite subject from school? Over to you.
Okay. So, what is my favorite subject from school? Yeah. So basically, maths was basically my favorite subject from the school. Basically, from uh from uh from childhood, like I find like solving problems and working on questions to be interesting. For example, I also took maths in my college, and also like yeah, so basically in the entrance exam preparation during class 11th and 12th also I like did maths and was finding it to be more interesting than a little bit than other subjects, as it involved solving problems and all that. So it was like more interesting, and other subjects slightly were involved more learning and all that. So that was sometimes got a little bit boring, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Among that, all basically all subjects I liked, but yeah, a little bit maths I found more interesting, but yeah, oh, back over to you.
Thank you.
That's really interesting, Toastmaster Aniket. Well, it comes to me, that is social. I don't know why. Maybe it's because history, or maybe it's because some stories. I don't like maths. Maybe that's because of our staff who teach our maths. And yes, who will be my volunteer, second volunteer, or shall I pick Toastmaster Vikram, sir?
Sure, I'll pick.
Yes, Toastmaster Vikram, sir. What's something that always motivates you? What's something that always motivates you? Over to you.
Self-development is something that always motivates me. So when it comes to self-development, I always don't need any motivation also. In spite of a busy day, I hope all of you can resonate with me. Even though when you're busy on a particular day, when you have a passion towards something, what happens is the moment you think about your passion, let's say in my case, it is reading a book. If I feel low on some days because of so much of work or things did not go well on that particular day, what I used to do is immediately pick a book and read a page from there. And from that moment, I feel my energy back. I feel high on my energy because I'm motivated very well to continue to to change the course of my day because I have read a book which is my passion. So my message to all of you is always days don't go the way you planned. It's difficult to feel motivated all the time. Just to make it a little better, the situation little better, do something that you love. It might be reading a book or talking to your friend or even listening to a song that you like. That will actually change your focus and bring the motivation back in your life. So I hope all of you can resonate with me. And this is a small food for thought from my topic. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
That's great, wonderful table topic session. Table topic, Toastmaster, Toastmaster Vikram sir. And shall I pick Toastmaster Parinitha ma'am to the podium, please? Toastmaster Parinitha ma'am, are you here? Yes, sir, I'm about to stop, but only Parinitha ma'am is left. Yes. I guess everyone are done with the table topics, and this is a very wonderful session. Thank you, and over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalitha. So very wonderful conducted, and you have also participated also, and everyone has done a great work. So over to our GE regarding the speaker. So please take as already time is over. So yeah, GE is Toastmaster Gori.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Arora ji. So now we are in the third segment, that is evaluation segment. So to start this segment, first we'll start with the speech evaluations. So to start with the speech evaluation, I would like to hand over the stage to the first evaluator for the first speaker, that is again me, Toastmaster Gauri. So, good morning to fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, and a special good morning to Toastmaster, my target speaker, Toastmaster Parinitha. Before starting, Aniket, is the timer on?
Yeah, okay, 1 minute. Yeah.
Thank you. So, a very special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Parinitha. Student life in different stages. What a interactive content it was. Each one of us was student at a certain point, and each one of us could relate to what you spoke. So, to start with your evaluation, first I'll start with the commendations, then I'll go to the recommendations, and then I'll challenge you. I'll give you a challenge. Coming to the commendations. First, you started with the abbreviation of a student. So I really loved the kind of abbreviation you gave, even though the abbreviation is known to most of us. Listening to it or reiterating that actually makes a lot of sense, and it actually pushes each one of us to understand that the qualities that a student should possess. So kudos to you on that. Then, as I initially told, student life is something which is connected to each one of us. So each one of us were students, are students, and will be students forever in our life. So the way you actually explain different stages of a student life, and that actually felt nostalgic for each one of us. We could actually go back to our college days, school days, where we were punished, and then where we actually missed certain classes just to play sports. So a lot of memories where we were able to recollect. Kudos to you on that too. Now, as a Toastmaster, as we believe in the feedback, so what I felt was, if you could actually switch on your video, we all could have seen your expressions or the kind of body language that you're presenting. That would have been easier for us to understand the depth of your speech even more. And then, just based on your voice, there are two feedbacks that I just want to give you. One is, when you want to, or when you are confused on what you should say at a point, just take a pause instead of using filler words. That's one suggestion. And then, since you were explaining different stages of life, if you would have used the voice modulation, then that sentences would have been more impactful. So overall, you started with your evaluation the abbreviation which made each one of us connected. And then the kind of content you chose was very interactive. Kudos to you on that. Just please work upon your usage of filler words. Just try to avoid that. And then voice modulation. Now, the challenge that I would like to give you for the next time is when you are delivering your next speech, try to deliver with a little voice modulation. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator. So, we are done with the evaluation for the first speaker. Now, to provide the evaluation for our second speaker, Toastmaster Vikram, I would like to invite on the stage evaluator to Toastmaster Aniket Gupta.
Thank you, Master Shri Gauri. So, yeah, so basically, the purpose of the speakers the project was L3 P2, and the purpose of this project was to understand the persuasive speeches and deliver the persuasive speech in the meeting. So I congratulate my target speaker for fulfilling the objectives of the speech. So so, so now coming to the feedback, the speaker was confident throughout the meeting. The speaker the speaker was clearly audible, and the speech was clearly I could hear understand. Also, the speaker had also used some humor in the speech. Uh, for example, he gave like a human savings plan example. So, yeah. Also, the speaker had made usages of prompts, like he had used that sheet in between. It was also improved the quality of the speech. Uh, so um, yeah. Also the voice modulation and speech was also clear, and also I think little bit ending can be improved slightly, but the conclusion part can be explained. So yeah. Overall, the speech was good, and all the objectives were fulfilled. So yeah. I say, I wish all the best to the speaker for future speeches. Yeah. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for such an effective evaluation. Now it's time to get the feedback for the whole session. To start with, first I would like to call upon the stage timer Aniket Gupta to show the timer reports for the whole session.
Okay, yeah. So among the prepared speeches section, Toastmaster Parinitha spoke for 5 minutes 50 seconds. Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 7 minutes 30 seconds. And among the table topic session, Toastmaster Gauri spoke for 1 minute 46 seconds. Toastmaster Ashutosh spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds. Uh, Toastmaster Abhiram spoke for 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster uh, Prashanthi spoke for 1 minute 20 seconds. Toastmaster JK Sir spoke for 2 minutes. I spoke for 1 minute 38 seconds. And Toastmaster Vikram spoke for 1 minute 50 seconds. Among the evaluation section, Toastmaster Sri Gauri spoke for 3 minutes, and I spoke for 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aniket, for such a detailed timer report. Now it's time to get the R counter report. For that, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Ashutosh to present the R counter report for today's meet.
Is my screen visible?
Yes.
Yes. So I was trying to log the important filler words which were used by different speakers. So first, starting out with first speaker, Smriti Tandon. Her speech were overall well prepared and well structured throughout, but a few uses of ours and then four uses of is what I've felt. Again, she did really well. Maybe because of the nature of the speech, it was very long. She had a few filler words. It was structured and prepared, so she can get cut down these things. And then TM Parinitha had like 3 hours, and then she has had a lot of long pauses, and also vocabulary and pronunciation can be worked upon. That can be come it can come through practice. And Toastmaster Vikram had like 1 hour and then spoke about the savers approach, and then he was very thoughtful, prepared, structured, and then good usage of word of the day and idiom of the day. And then we have to table topic master Lalitha. She had like 1 hour in her speech, like in her whenever she spoke. And then Toastmasters Gauri had like 5 hours. Again, I didn't notice anything in table topics, but when she was taking some other roles, whenever she's speaking in between, she had like hours in between. Again, I didn't keep a track of mine, so I just kept it blank. And then Toastmasters Abhiram had like 1 hour and one and then like Prashanti, Toastmaster Prashanti Paju had like 1 hour and then one like, and then the word the was repeating again and again. So if she can just keep a note of that. And then Toastmasters JK Arora, I'm assuming he's a very well experienced Toastmaster. I didn't notice any repetitive words a lot. It's just like 1 hour in between, and it was very well structured and well thought of speech. And then one thing, the red flag is with TM Aniket Gupta. If everyone would have noticed, there were a lot of hours whenever he's giving timer report, whenever he's giving table topic speech, and whenever he's giving the feedback for Toastmaster Vikram. I kept on counting like 25 hours throughout, like till now. So if you can just keep a note of it, be conscious about it. It's fine if you take pauses versus saying again and again. So that is something which I think you need to work upon. Overall, the speakers were very well cognizant of the filler words, and they did well in overall. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashutosh. We all could resonate with your report, and thank you for the suggestion that you have given for each one of us. Now, to present the grammarian report for the day, I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator. Let me share my screen. So today I felt most of the speakers had wonderful grammar usage. I did not find much of grammatical mistakes. So congratulations to people who have highlighted here. Starting from Sergeant at Arms Parinitha, Toastmaster Parinitha. She explained the mission of the club, and she opened the meeting very well with a very warm note where we all felt connected to the mission of the club, as well as the meeting was started on time. So I felt Sergeant at Arms Parinitha, she was good as a Sergeant at Arms. Now coming to the Toastmaster of the day, JK Arora, he explained the theme very well, and the presentation that was used to convey it was also nice. I felt he asked some questions in the beginning, which was also rightly the props were used rightly, and then I felt like so connected through his speech that he gave initially to open the session with the theme, which is the past life regression. And coming to general evaluator, she opened again with a very warm note, even though she took this role in the last minute, and it was very seamlessly done, the opening part. And then she also introduced all the role players, and finally I think you had some issue in the connection, so I think we handed over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day. That's totally fine. Now coming to Aniket. Now, when I see Aniket today taking multiple roles like timer and then evaluator as well, I think as a timer, I felt you nicely explained the timer rules. But what I felt is when there is something, in parallel, simultaneously, when you're taking multiple roles, I think you feel little nervous. So I feel you can slowly improve on that. But you are a very good speaker as I see it. Today, I did not highlight you because I see some room of improvement so that you can practice more when taking multiple roles. Though it is not recommended, but this is how we learn, right? So, as you take multiple roles, when you get tensed, try to handle that, try to address that, and learn from that, and slowly you will become better. That is my suggestion. Now, coming to our R counter, Astosh, congratulations. Your speech was flawless whenever you are on camera. I think you were flawless. I did not find any grammatical mistakes, and you are a great speaker again. Our keynote speaker, Smriti, she was able to articulate her session very well. Though I felt a little bit, it was lengthy. The session was little lengthy, so I couldn't find much of a grammatical mistakes. But I still felt there is a lot of room for improvement, like how she can hook the audience, how she can ask questions, and then make people feel so connected to the session. So that is something that I could see. Now coming to the guest, Prashanti, when she introduced herself, I felt she was introducing in a very warm note, and I did not find much of a grammatical issues in your speech. Coming to speaker Parinitha, I think one thing I felt is it was a little bit monotonous. The grammar was looking fine, but I did not find any voice modulation in your speech. So there I think you can work on voice modulation and using whenever you want to express some emotions, try to change the tone of your voice. That way, I think people will feel connected to you, and you can also switch on your camera if possible from the next speech onwards. And coming to the table topics, our table topic master Toastmaster Lalitha had a good control of English. She was here and there, I found a little bit room of improvement, but overall, she was able to articulate and she was able to drive the session very well, the table topics session very well. And not only that, at the end of every table topic, she was also able to express her thoughts around the same topic. So, which I felt is really a good trait of a table topic master, which she already had. And coming to the first speaker, Toastmaster Gauri, she used nice words like therapy, new version of myself, articulate in her table topic, which is really appreciated. And coming to second speaker, Toastmaster Ashutosh, he also used some nice words like bursted and then what I like, surrounded with right people, and many other words have been used. Coming to the third speaker, Toastmaster Abhiram, he used this word called hackathon, and then he used productivity and artificial intelligence, like that artificial brain. So these are some nice usages of words which I found in Abhiram's speech. And coming to Prashanti, Toastmaster Prashanti, who as a guest, she was also giving her table topic today. She explained about her siblings, how she used to advise them when the situations are not positive, to think always positive even in negative situations. So I felt, Prashanti, you can improve on your grammar a little bit when you continuously speak, because this is an impromptu section. So we cannot really evaluate, we cannot say that the grammar has to be improved because everyone stumbles during a table topic session. That's how we learn and we improve. So, but overall, you're a great speaker, Prashanti. Slowly start practicing on your table topics, so you will become flawless and your grammar will also be improving slowly. And table topic speaker JK Arora, you're able to articulate whatever you wanted to say. So that way, I feel you're a great speaker because you are able to connect well with the audience. You already said that how important it is to keep the goal throughout the day in your mind and how you smiling with a smiling face when you talk, how people feel connected to you, and throughout the day you are focused and your energy stays high, in the topic that was given to you, so you are able to connect well. But I still feel that you can practice more and become more fluent, because I felt that here and there you are searching for words, so slowly you can improve the vocabulary as well. Evaluator Toastmaster Gauri used some nice phrase which I noted here. We were students, we are students, and we will be students. So when we use things like this in meetings like this, I think it always emphasizes our learning mindset. So hats off to you, Toastmaster Gauri, for using this. And coming to our Toastmaster Aniket, this is his first evaluation. He evaluated my speech. I'm glad about your evaluation. You pointed out what went well, really, really nice. And I also liked your evaluation. What I felt is this is your first evaluation. There is always a room for improvement. You can start giving more and more evaluations in the future, and that way you will become a great evaluator. Now, coming to the improvements, right? Somebody used gladful. Somebody used the word gladful, priceful, which is not the correct word. And then I also saw the people. There were some instances of grammar which could be improved. And then many of the time I found this wrong usage is very wonderful. I think we can only say wonderful. We don't have to put very in the big before the word wonderful, because wonderful itself means, it is really good. So that is my report. Over to you, General Evaluator. And sorry, coming to the Word Master report. So though I gave, I can see some of you using the word resonate and the idiom of the day, which is food for thought. I feel this vocabulary, that is word of the day and the idiom of the day, is going to improve your vocabulary. So that is the food for thought that I have for today. And I hope all of you resonate with this thought. Thank you so much, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram, for such detailed grammarian report, and thank you for making my job easier by giving suggestion for each speaker and helping us out with the proper feedback. Now it's time for the entire evaluation for the whole session. So, right from the start, the session started with a high note. Thank you, Toastmaster Parinitha, for starting it on such a high note. And then coming to the guest speaker. So, the kind of session we had about the past life regression therapy, each one of us could actually relate to it. The kind of questions asked, the kind of experiences that were displayed, the kind of things our speaker has shown us, we all could relate. At some point, we all would have felt that, and we were curious to know actually what might be the reason, how the prarabdha karma or the karma's affect us, or what is the law of karma and all. So thank you so much for such a wonderful session. And I should also thank Toastmaster Vikram for bringing such guest speakers, which will actually help each one of us to learn more. So that is adding a whole lot of new excitement for every session, because we get to learn something new which will help us throughout our life. Kudos to you on that effort. Now coming to the general evaluator, myself, before, I mean, during the handover, it was a network issue. So next time I also should make sure I take care on the technical aspect, so that we don't actually miss the flow, so that whoever is attending the session for the first time understand the flow of a meeting in a proper way. Then coming to the timer, accountant, and grammarian, each one of you explain your roles in a very, I mean, in a good manner, so that each one of us who is even attending for the first time could understand what each role actually means. Next, coming to the speaking session, I mean, the prepared speeches segment. So there was a little confusion on who is the first speaker and second speaker. So if we actually decide on that prior, or if we don't do any last minute changes, we'll not miss that flow. That is something we'll take care of from the next time. And then the speeches were flawless and the segment went well. But one suggestion there is, if the speakers could actually provide the evaluation sheet beforehand, that will also help the evaluator to actually understand what is the purpose or actual objective of the speech. That will actually overcome the last minute hiccups for both speaker as well as evaluator. And one suggestion, including me, is if we can actually switch on our video, the session will be even more fruitful, and we can even more feel interactive, and we can actually avoid that fear of phasing, because that is the major thing why we are all together here, to improve ourselves. So if we can switch on our video, that would be great. Then coming to the table topic session, kudos to you, table topic master. The kind of creative approach that you have come up with, like you will play a song, then you have to guess, then get a table topic. I really loved that concept. After such a long session, after such speeches and all, you try to make people interactive with that. And you really played a song which I love the most, but I guessed it in a wrong thing. But still loved the creative approach. Kudos to you on that. And after each and every speaker, you actually try to iterate what they said or bring the essence of each speech, and then you transitioned it very well throughout the table topics. Really loved it. Then coming to the evaluation segment. So evaluation segment, again, one thing that I just want to highlight is since we have taken multiple roles, the one who actually is attending the session for the first time might have missed on what is the flow, who is handovering to whom. So if we can just avoid that, that would be great. And I also understand this is the session where we have a lot of other contests going on and all, because of which we couldn't find the players. But still, it is handled very well. Even people taking multiple roles try to do justice for each and every role. Kudos to each one of us on that. Then, what is the key takeaway of this session today is there are a lot of learnings. So each one of us, whoever attended the session, is going back with a lot of learnings. So some things that I like the most, and I also want each one of you take back, is about the early morning ritual. So whenever you wake up, how you start your day makes a lot of sense. And whatever Vikram told, and I kudos to you, Vikram, for bringing such a topic as your speech, because each one of us think why my day went like this or why my day is always bad, but we actually forgot to understand that it is we who is actually making it that way by focusing on the problems in the first hour. Instead, if we focus on our purpose in the first hour, like do some exercise, visualize, sit silently, understand your breathe, so there's a lot of things which will actually bring a lot of changes. So thank you so much for bringing that in this session today, so that each one of us can take back something. And each and everyone who showed up today, you're great. The reason I'll tell you is we have multiple reasons for dropping back in the last minute, but still we showed up, irrespective of network issues, irrespective of not being able to switch on our videos, whatever it is, we showed up. That matters the most. So I expect each one of you to be consistent like this. So what matters is not perfection. What matters is consistency, whether you're showing up even though when you're not ready. So that's how we learn. So overall, this session is a power-packed session with a lot of learnings, a lot of takeaways, and a lot of new things to discuss. And I hope each one of you will go back, just Google about the different people who wrote different books about past life regression. Try to explore it more, and then you'll also come up with findings. In the next meet, looking forward to discuss new things with each one of you. With this, I would like to hand over the stage back to the TMOD Toastmaster Arora ji.
Great. What an interactive session, powerful session. Coming back to the topic, I'll just have two questions to resonate our topic of past life regression. So I just like to ask everyone, do you believe in past life? Just say yes, no, not sure. Then I'll shoot a second question. Great. So today what we have to do, we have to, if you have any fear, think that fear is past and you go forward with that and just forget that fear and start a new life. We should take a positive thing and work on it in what we have learned it today, that past life is only just to forget it. Many people say that I have a fear from water, swimming, dog, or anything. So just forget all the things and start a new life. You think that is the past, and I also think that many things, all FOMO should go from today, and we should act well in our present life, and we should work to make our present life better and to make our society better. Over to So before that, we like to have a poll because we have a two speaker and two evaluators. So Toastmaster Vikram, there's any poll for, or I'll create it.
Let me check. I think the Zoom master has left for some other work. She has some other meeting. So I think right now we don't have any Zoom master. So we'll skip the poll section for today.
Okay. So, but award section is based on that.
Okay.
Or I can create it, or we can here only.
We can do it on WhatsApp if
Yeah.
the time permits, because we are running out of time.
Okay, fine.
Can we do it on WhatsApp? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So over to presiding officer, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. I think that was a lovely session today. And I totally agree with what JK Arora said. Yes, we all have, I believe in past lives, by the way. And today's session is an eye opening session for me also. Thinking about my triggers, like whatever is going on in our life. I usually, used to think that I am in a victim mode, right? Like I am the reason for everything. No, I don't think that is true. In our past lives, whatever our soul has gone through, sometimes, we incarnate from the past lives as well, right? So I think we don't have to feel in the victim mode, and that's what I learned from this past life regression therapy. If there is a chance to learn from our past lives, what is the message? The current day's problems are nothing but something. It gives us a hint that there is something went wrong in the past life, and there is always a time to correct it. If we can understand that much better, that was a deeper message which I think the speaker tried to convey today, and which I understood and taking back from this session. So, with that note, I would like to ask some of the guests who have joined our meeting on how they felt the today's session and what they feel as some improvements that we can add. So, let's talk to Toastmaster Prashanti how she felt the session, because she was there
Yeah,
since beginning till now. Yeah.
yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikram. It was a wonderful session. What I have learned is whatever I made a mistakes, I thought that I wanted to improve in that.
Mm-hmm.
And the things I just grabbed many things overall the session with the starting till the end. And I'll just keep on adding it into in my life. So it's a my new thing to start here in the Toastmasters. It's like around the third or fourth meeting. I'm just attending a few of the meetings so that I can learn more, so that I can implement myself. I can never stop learning it. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikram.
Thank you so much, Prashanti. Please visiting us. We come up with several new keynote sessions and new speeches like this every week. So if you're available at Sunday 7 a.m., so please visit us. In future as well. So anyone else would like to give your comments? Anybody, please, before we conclude. I'll just leave this room open for a second so that anyone wants to give any feedback. So let's ask Ashutosh, how was the session today? Ashutosh, you're there? And thank you for taking up role, Ashutosh, for in the last minute. So I think it really helped us. Otherwise, I would have played three roles, by the way, and you came in the last minute and helped me with the counter role. So since there are no other comments, so let's conclude the meeting here. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you all next week. Thank you. Thank you,
Thank you
JK
so
sir.
much, Vikram.
Thank you,
Thank you
Gaudi,
all.
and everyone.
Thank you.